Why don't you tell me how many players we have today? Aw, poor you. You don't have any friends today. Oh well, what's your name? Okie dokie, have a look around and choose an episode. Or just F for your favorite episodes. 30 seconds. All right, your buzzer is the letter B. That's B as in bodacious.
20 seconds.
20 seconds. All right, when you know an answer, buzz in. After you buzz in, you've got a few seconds to pick one of the choices, or you're gonna lose cash. Is that right? Would you go already?
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Welcome to our special marriage episode. This one's dedicated to all those young, happy couples out there who are just finding each other's special ticklish places. Stop it! Come on, I gotta work. Excuse me. Throw me a category. Here we have, I want a diamond the size of a jalapeno popper. $3,000 for this one. See if you can wrap your skull around this. Imagine someone is only interested in marrying rich. Yeah, right, like that's realistic. Considering which city has the highest per capita income in the United States, which singles bar should the money grubber hit? The TGI Fridays in Seattle, Washington, the Hard Rock Cafe in Juneau, Alaska, the Meet and Greet in McAllen, Texas, or the Chili's in San Francisco, California. San Francisco has the highest per capita income of any city in these United States. Of course, if they decide to live in San Francisco, they'll have to get used to paying $12 for a gallon of milk. Category, please.
Question alert. Question alert.
This category is known as Honesty is the Best Policy and other common errors. You're looking at $3,000 on this one. Eyes forward, we're going. If a man doesn't want his fiancée to know he's hired a stripper for his bachelor party, what's the most honest thing he can say to her? I believe a nuncio will be present. I'm looking forward to the symposium. We've hired an ecdesiast, or there will be cake and mimosas. Ecdesiast is another word for lap dancer, hoochie coochie mama, exhibitionist for hire, striptease artist, and just so there's no confusion, stripper. Boy, and that fiancé is a lucky woman, huh? To be marrying a guy who obviously has such a huge dictionary. All right, I need a category. Let's have a big warm welcome for You May Kiss the Nut. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Think fast, it's question time. If you marry an animist, what will your mate most likely say at the wedding? Now we fast for a year. I do. Okay, let's draw. Don't throw that bouquet. Or else coming on the honeymoon too. Animism is the belief that objects are alive and have feelings, so your spouse might not want that poor bouquet flying 10 feet in the air. Oh, and don't plan on any honeymoon privacy, okay? The bed's alive, too. And the sheets. And let me tell you, they don't appreciate what you're doing on them. Time to pick a category. I believe this one is called I Do. Now for my interpretive dance. You get it right, you get $2,000. Okay, if you really want to make your wedding a little more personal, you can always write your own vows. For instance, check out these vows right here. My dear, I love you despite you being divorced, American, and having a man's name. But now I'm out of a damn fine job. I hope I don't have to start paying taxes. Well, love you. All right, who might have written these vows? John Major, Edward VIII, Henry VIII, or John Lennon? Here's the one you didn't pick. Way back in 1937, Edward VIII gave up the British throne to marry an American divorcee, Wallis Simpson, which, when you think about it, gives a whole new meaning to the quote, a horse, my kingdom for a horse. Give me a category. Hey, stress cut with lime sore.
It's time for a Gibberish Best Month.
Your gibberish category for today is all the cool cars are doing it, so why don't we? What do you say to $5,000 to start this gibberish question off? All right, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay, check out this phrase and tell me what it rhymes with. Stalled craze denied. Glade lever applied. Don't worry about that punctuation, all right? First clue, it's about a woman who's in weddings a lot. Multiple divorcee. It's about a woman who's in weddings a lot, but the weddings are never hers. All right, all right, type the answer and hit return. But hey, if you like pastel dresses with puffs in weird places and standing next to a woman who everyone keeps saying is beautiful, then hey, I want to be a bridesmaid. All right, pick a category. We're calling this one, it's not only a dance, it's the main course. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Oh yeah, a wedding reception would not be complete without the traditional chicken dance. Come on, we've all done it, we've all looked like morons. Anyway, take a look at this description of how to actually do the chicken dance. Raise your hands and make beak movements with your thumb and fingers. Put your hands under your armpits and flap your arms. Wiggle your hips in a twisting fashion. Then what? Pound your chest with your fists. Clap your hands. Cluck like a chicken or hop up and down. That's the chicken dance. Category, please. Today's specialties include Okie dokie, it's the hokey pokey, Smokey. You give me a right answer, I'll give you $3,000. Hey, it's time to do the hokey pokey. You put your gallbladder in, you put your gallbladder out. You put your gallbladder in and you shake it all about. Well, easy. Hey, what are you going to spray all over everyone? Bile is a greenish fluid secreted by and stored in the gallbladder. Yeah, just think of the laughs the bride and groom will get as they watch the video later, with your sticky bile splashing all over her dress. Now there's a story for the grandkids. Throw me a category. Let's take a look at a wedding is a giant loser magnet. You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, take a look at this analogy and see if you can complete this sucker. Desperate single women is to bouquet as desperate single men is to ring, cake, shaving cream, or garter. For the curious, here's the right answer. At the reception, the bride tosses her bouquet to clawing, scrambling single women, and the groom throws the bride's garter to punching, elbow-throwing single men. Then the woman goes home and cries a vase full of tears for the flowers, and then there's the man who takes the garter home and, well, let's keep it clean. Time to pick a category. Open wide and get ready for a chiseled rear end. How does $2,000 sound? So, we all know that commandment, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, right? Well then, according to the 10 Commandments, what else shall you not covet? Your neighbor's rump, your neighbor's ass, your neighbor's butt, or your neighbor's bootay. Let me show you what I would have picked. According to the 10th commandment, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his manservant, or his maidservant, or his ox, or his ass. However, it doesn't say anything about coveting your neighbor's wife's ass. Give me a category. And our special guest tonight, the sanctity of playground games. If you know this one, you're getting $4,000. And now, your question. Imagine you're at a Jewish wedding for the first time. Given how many Orthodox wedding ceremonies begin, what game might you think the bride is playing? Ring Around the Rosie, Rock, Paper, Scissors, Hide and Seek, or Red Rover? In Orthodox customs, the bride circles the groom 7 times, called the 7 wedding blessings, before she stands to the right of her man. We are gathered here today to join this man and this woman. John, please take a step closer to me. Okay, a little closer. Okay, and freeze! You're it! All right, I need a category. All right, don't freak out on me or nothing, but you're about to jump headfirst into a dis or dat. And this dis or dat questions category is Hindi sent proposal. Okay, hey, you know what to do? No problem. Here's your 30 seconds. It's showtime. Growing equity. More widely open. Wrap around. Half press. Shared appreciate. Lotus-like. One more. Balloon. Ain't got no more. Yeah, 6 out of 7. That's as close as you can get to being perfect without being me. Let's see what you did to your score. Okay, you feel good? You feel strong? Let's try some more. Throw me a category. This one's called It's Not Over Till the Fat Lady Catches the Bouquet. We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Yes, it's our marriage episode, and what wedding would be complete without some music? You know, like Pachelbel's Canon in D. You know, I'd rather put my eyes out with a boutonniere pin than listen to that song again. But anyway, if for your wedding you request the same music that played during the marriage of Figaro, whose music will play while you walk down the aisle? Mozart's, Bach's? The Marriage of Figaro is an opera composed by Mozart. Just make sure you take teeny tiny steps down the aisle so that your guests can enjoy the entire 3-hour piece. Category, please. Let's see what we got going. Who threw the rice cake that knocked out the bride? You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. So they tell me it's supposed to be bad for the environment to throw rice at the bride and groom. Well, suppose instead of throwing rice at the bride and groom, sake is made from fermented rice. Ah, yes, soaked in alcohol and ready to fire up that Chevy Nova with the tin cans tied to the fender.
Honey, I love you.
All right. For your viewing pleasure, forget diamonds. A skin disorder is forever. How does $4,000 grab you? Hey, as we all know, the wedding day is possibly the most nerve-wracking day in a man's life. He's bound to make a few minor mistakes. If instead of giving his beloved a ring, a love-struck ringworm is skin infection caused by fungus. No, honey, don't scratch it. You'll ruin the engraving. You're about to embark upon the attack. Oh, you already know the attack. Well, don't let me stand in your way. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Before you say, I do, my advice, make sure you at least recognize the person standing next to you. Good luck. some kind of machine! Let's check out your score! That does it! Way to go, my friend. Like I always say, it doesn't matter whether you win or lose as long as you get to play with yourself. Now get the hell away from the computer, will ya? Because...
You don't know Jack!
This week on First Times.
So, what was your first time like?
Oh,
Congratulations, player. I applaud you.
I mean, whose first time
Okay,
is
it
it,
doesn't sound that impressive, but it's
God,
sincere.
I don't even remember.
You want to play another game? Just let me know.
What? You're pretty young.
Don't forget to hit F if you want to make
most
this
of my
episode a
friends did around
favorite.
the same time, so.
I feel stupid. I was 17.
17? You mean it wasn't mandatory in your elementary school?
What? Wait a second.
Tune in next time for First Times.
You look so pretty.
Oh, Billy.
Mommy,
He's the light of my life. So it was hard when Robert left.
Daddy is an astronaut. He's in space now. Isn't that great?
I just couldn't do it on my own. I couldn't be both mom and dad to Billy, and I so wanted Robert and his dream to be a part of our lives.
When you work in space, who cares for the family you leave behind? At the National Aeronautics and Space Reassignment Station, we think we have the answer.
Space Monkey!
We'll place one of our specially trained space monkeys in your home. A monkey who's lived in space, who knows the glory and the heartache of an interplanetary career, and who has an infinite capacity for love.
Hey, monkey, this time I'll be daddy and you'll be mission control.
Billy, careful of Banana's diaper.
The National Aeronautics and Space Reassignment Station.
Houston, we have a parenting problem.
Space Station, we have a solution.